Okay, this is my 2013 F6B. I never really went over all the improvements I did on the bike, so I just want to give you a quick overview of okay, so we're going to go over quickly the improvements I put on the bike. And the first thing I did was the shield, the windscreen or the windshield. And normally the stock one, the one that came with the bike, is very low. So on my first ride, I got batted real bad. I actually did some hearing damage to me. And, well, that's temporarily it went away. And so that was the first thing I did. And I went with the Baggershield, as you can see. The great thing about this windshield is that it's convertible. What do I mean by convertible? You undo these three and you flip it around, and then you only have this much in case you want some more wind in you. Let's say you're doing a local ride and you got an open face helmet, you want a little wind in your face. But then when you get on the highway, you can put this back, unflip it, tighten these up, and you're good. So that was the first improvement, and believe me, it made a huge difference in comfort as far as the ride goes. And when I had my Harleys, I was a big fan of the Clockworks. I always put a Clockworks on, but I think this is a little better because I have the my gear, or my jacket has is the first gear Kilimanjaro jacket, which has the vents on top of the shoulder pads. So if that's great with the Clockworks, but it creates a negative airflow here, so you're really not getting air over to go through the vents on the shoulder and out the back, because there's huge vents on the back. So what I can do if it's warm out, I can flip this around and I'll be getting air directly coming over, going through those vents over my shoulder, down my back to cool my back down, and overall to cool down. The next thing I did was put in the J&M speakers, and there's only two, but believe me, they make a huge difference compared to the stock. And the stock aren't bad, but they're stock, so there's really not a lot of attention put to them. Like the radio goes up to 30 as far as volume. I could keep them on 23 and they'll be okay, depending. But with the J&Ms, you can crank it up to 30 top, and the louder you get, or the louder you make the volume, the better they sound. It's like they crave power, like a Porsche or something. Like the faster you go, the more the car likes it. And but these are great speakers, and they're not expensive. I forgot what I paid, but this is the Leader motorcycle mount, which you can mount various things. I got the extension here. You can mount your GPS and whatever. I mean, it doesn't. I didn't think it came in black. Maybe it does, but I got this because it's functional, and that's what I need it for. And but you can go on their website, Leader, Leader. You can Google that or look it up. I'm not sure the exact web address, but this is really convenient. And this pops out. It's held in by two screws, but this pops out, and you can put it away if you wanted to. And you can mount it on either side. I just like it on the left side. The next thing I put on are these highway pegs, which are the Kuryakyn Ergo II. Now, it just comes with this piece and a shorter arm, and this piece I put the extension on. I put the extension on down, which makes a huge difference because I felt my feet were a little bit forward, even though I'm 5'11 and a half, almost 6 foot. With the shorter extension arm on, it just felt like my feet were way out too far. But this, it makes it into like a sofa. But these are, they articulate up. And the next thing, I put a GoPro mount just to have it. I can put my GoPro on it. Also, I forgot to tell you, the Leader comes with an extension arm, so you can actually put the GoPro up here too. I had to stop there. You know, you stand out here with a motorcycle, everybody and their mother comes over. Anyway, we left off with the cruise mounts, which again, like I said, articulate in, makes it very convenient. And I think I have one, well, I put the BeadRider on the seat and the backrest, which I think, if you're going on a long ride, they're necessities, especially if you don't have a custom seat. I was going to get the custom seat from Russell in California. They're the premier aftermarket seat makers, but I'll use this for now, because even on a stock seat, I give it like a couple of thousand miles before it really breaks in, and it seems to work. I also put these in. These are really not that big a deal, but these are little, they stick up. You put them in between the seat and the handle, and when you want to bungee something, I put 2 here and 2 on the other side. So when you want to bungee something, it makes it a lot more convenient than putting it around here, which could cause scratches. And I do have I've showed this before, this is the Pathblazer. It modulates, I've shown this in another video. It modulates on the high beam. It's fairly easy. Well, it's not that easy, you know, no matter what anybody says, you need to remove this and get your hand in. So if you have a fairly large, wide hand like I do, it could be a bear, this installation, on both sides, because you gotta, you know, get it on there good. But like I said, get somebody with a smaller hand, and it'll probably be an easy installation for them. Now, I put the Tailblazer on, but I can't show it to you, but I did make a installation video not too long ago. What it does is articulates the brake light when you, not articulate, it pulsates the brake light very fast, and then a slow, and then a steady. What I do on my bike is put everything on for convenience and safety. Outside of that, there's really comfort and safety, I should say. There's really not anything on here. Like they have the smoke light set for this. To me, it's no big deal. I think these are more visible. The smoke blends in, so in my estimation, these will be seen a lot easier. You know, they have the 6x6 pipe, which I you know, to me that's just overkill. I like the 6x2 because in the city we need that lower end. Well, not with this bike. I mean, it's a 6-cylinder, but I just rather have the stock, because I think it always works better with the stock on it. And as far as power, I mean, this bike does not lack in power. To me, it's the best engineered bike, most comfortable bike on the market, period. I don't think there's anything out there that could touch this. I've had almost 5,000 worry-free miles, and the tune-up on a Harley, your first tune-up is 500 miles, and it's 500 because that's about what it's going to cost you with them. But with this, the first tune-up is 4,000 miles, and it was $182. So, and my insurance went down with this bike about $200 and something a year. Being a new model, I guess there's not that many claims on it. So this bike all around was a plus. I traded my 2013 Harley Road Glide Custom in for this, and I couldn't be happier. And I guess I don't think I have anything else that I would want to need. I think I have everything here. I think I covered everything, so that's it. Okay.